Hi, welcome to the mathcenter.com. In this video, we are going to look at one physics question, exam question. It's AS Physics, October-November 2019, paper 1-1. The subject code is 9702. And it's number 26. We have two wave pulses are traveling towards each other on a long rope. Good. The pulses have the same amplitude. Okay, let's call it A, and wavelength. Good. And are traveling at a speed of 0.5 meter per second. The diagram shows the rope at time t equals to 0. Great. So before we move on, some important points from the question. We have two pulses traveling towards each other, same amplitude. I'm just calling it A, and same amplitude and wavelength. We'll talk about the wavelength in a second. And they're traveling at a speed of 0.5 meter per second. The diagram shows the rope at time t equal to 0. What do we want? Which diagram shows the rope at time t equals to 3 seconds? Before we look at the solution and talk about it, a couple of things. Please give this video a like and share as much as possible. You can follow me on Facebook and YouTube. The other thing that I want to say is I have my dog beside me here, and he's fast asleep and he's snoring. So if you hear a snore, it's my dog, yeah, because he's always beside me. Okay, thanks for understanding. Let's move on. So I've written quite a bit of stuff on this solution. Let's look at this part here just for discussion. Yeah, I'll come back to the important things in a minute. First, we have the speed of the wave is 0.5 meter per second, and we know the wavelength. Okay, the wavelength is the length of one complete wave, that is, let's say, from here, okay, to here. Okay, same thing, yeah, because it's the same. It's a similar wave pulse. 7.5 minus 7 or 4.5 minus 4, lambda will be equals to 0.5. Just to talk about this before we look at the solution. Yeah. So you know the frequency. We know the formula V equals to F lambda. So F is V over lambda. V is 0.5. Lambda is 0.5. So you know the frequency is 1 hertz. And you know that F equals to 1 over T. So you know the period is 1 second. Yeah, the period is 1 second. Okay, those are facts in case they ask you something else related to questions like this. Now in our case, they ask you which diagram shows the rope at time t equals to 3 seconds. So 3 seconds, the wave is traveling at 0.5 meter per second. You can talk about any wave. Yeah, they're both traveling at 0.5 meter per second, one to the right, one to the left. So it's traveling at 0.5 meter per second. So in 3 seconds, it travels 1.5 meter. Okay, the distance traveled is 1.5 meter in 3 seconds. That's the important thing in this question. Yeah. Okay, let's look at half a wave. Yeah, this one here. Okay, and let's look at this one here, half a wave. Yeah, I've labeled the points. This one here is P. This one here is R, okay, and this point here is Q, and this point here is A, this point here is C, okay, and this point here, the peak is B. Here the peak is Q. Okay, A, okay, is at 4. This number, the value here is 4, and we're looking at meters. Now in 3 seconds, this point here will travel how much? 1.5 meter. So it will get to 4 plus 1.5 is 5.5. Okay, that's what you see A here in 3 seconds. Then what about C? Okay, C is here, which is 4.25. You add 1.5 to it, yeah, you'll get this number here, which is 5.75. Yeah, okay, this is C. Okay, let me tell you again. A is 4.0 plus 1.5 will be 5.5, okay, 5.5 meter. And C is at 4.25 plus 1.5 will be 5.75, which is here, okay, the midpoint of 5.5 and 6. So you have point A and C, you have found it. Now let's look at point P. Point P is at 7, is moving to the left, so 7 minus 1.5 is 5.5. So P is at A. And then we are looking at R here. R is at 7.25, okay. R is at 7.25 minus 1.5 meter will be 5.75. So R is also here, okay. Good. So A and P coincide, C and R coincide. Now, next we're looking at B. Now I've written the facts here. The peak B here is at 4.125. You can do the maths yourself, simple arithmetic, yeah. You add 1.5, it becomes 5.625. That's what you see B here, yeah. And Q, the peak is at 7.125. You minus 1.5, you get 5.625. So Q is also at this point. So this is B. Let me write it here in case you can't see it. B and Q, they also coincide. What does that mean? A peak meets a peak, yeah. A peak meets a peak. Therefore, we are looking at constructive interference. So the amplitude here is A, and the amplitude here is A. So the amplitude here will be 2A. Okay. So I'm just looking at this half of the wave. The rest you can do it yourself, but I think that's more than enough. From here we can look at the answers. The correct response is C. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this video as much as you can. Give it a like, and please follow me on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you.